Bells and belts. What's going on, baby? It's that Boys coming back to you on a Wednesday. I got that guy over there flexing with his. Is that the Texas title?
Yep.
Okay.
Texas title.
The Texas title. we got Mano. We got Joey down there. Gentlemen, good evening to you all.
What's going on, kind sir? How y'all feeling?
Man, shoot, it's Wednesday, man. It's hump day, and this is how we get down over here at Bells and Belts. We're coming at you all this week with our top 10 from 1990, our favorite wrestlers. Now, that going back to 1990, boy,
damn,
yeah, we were talking about this before we came on. I was in August. I had turned 13. Man, I turned 13 in February. And one of the top songs from that year, we were dating ourselves. LL Cool J's "Mama Said Knock You Out" came out in September of that year. Wow.
And that was when people were using crack instead of that.
Jesus Christ.
I did not think he gonna say it. I did not think he was gonna say it.
Oh dear God.
We'll talk about this offline, and I said, okay, Joey ain't gonna say this.
All right, age check for everybody in the comments. In 1990, what age were you in 1990? Because we're going back to 1990. Joey, this is the next part in our series, right?
That's it. Yep. We are doing this series on our favorite wrestlers of the 90s. And at the end of it, we're going to culminate with our top 10 favorite wrestlers of the 90s overall. So we hope you got your list ready, and you're going to follow us along here and drop your top 10 in the comments with us.
Absolutely. We say hi to our friends over at the Drago John Beltmaker Group who are joining us. We're glad to have you all on board. For those just on YouTube and in the Bells and Bells Group, make sure you follow along with us as we count down from 10 all the way down to 1. With that said, ring the bell here at Bells and Bells. We're going to go ahead and get started. We got the generic jobber in the house with us. He's in. How about WrestleMania 40? WrestleMania 40 was a good show. It was a solid show. I think they accomplished what they wanted to do. Talk about that real quick. 30 seconds, guys. WrestleMania 30. Joey.
I didn't watch, so.
No. From what you heard.
I don't know. I think. I mean, there's obviously positives out of it and everything like that. I just think, I think in some aspects it under delivered, and then in some aspects it was probably over delivered.
Okay, man.
I think they got some work to do, but I think they know that. But I like the direction some of it's going.
Okay.
I think overall, if I just want to put both nights together, I think it was a pretty decent show. It was some like Joey said, it took you on this roller coaster where it was like, really? Then some was like, whoa. So yeah, I think it wasn't a bad show at all. I think it was pretty good.
I think it was like solid pacing going from night one to night two. They knew what their end result was, so they kind of like just they slow build it. They slowly built it up. Night two definitely brought it. So night one did what it's supposed to do. Night two delivered. So that's my take on it. Platinum Swords, good evening to you, and we're ready to jump into this top 10. Joey, you want to get us started there?
All right. Well, my number 10 of 1990 favorite wrestler, Sid Vicious.
Look at that guy.
Yes, indeed. This is a breakout year for Sid in WCW, where he was laying people out. He joined the Four Horsemen in 1990. That was a big deal. Feuded with Sting towards the end of the year over the WCW World Heavyweight title. Yeah, this is a great year for him in establishing him as the monster heel we'd know him as for years and years and years.
Exactly. Yeah, coming off that run with the skyscrapers, with Spivey. So absolutely.
How tall was Sid Vicious? Because he looks real tall.
It's 6'9", 6'10" ish.
Okay.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
All right, man up, you ready?
Yeah. My number 10 is going to be a guy who debuted in 1990, and that's going to be the Phenom. Well, he wasn't called Phenom then, but the Phenom, The Undertaker. And I like the way when he was introduced by Ted DiBiase, talking about his mystery partner and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they was like, look at this thoroughbred. Look at the size on him.
Mm-hmm.
Big dude come walking down there, quiet, walking on slow, like, yeah, you here come somebody that's finna try to whoop some ass. So gotta give Undertaker some credit, even though he debuted late in 1990. But
okay, all right. So bonus trivia question, real quick. When he was actually introduced, on the Coliseum video, how was he introduced? What was his name when he was introduced?
Kane the Undertaker Kane, something like that.
It was Kane the Undertaker, and eventually they dropped the Kane part. Yeah, but
and I think
everything since they just cut that part out, so they want to bring up that reference. So
isn't that the only time, or was it?
Go ahead.
Well, I think that was the only time
I thought it was 2 times, but okay.
They may have did it on TV and whatnot, but being that like all of that stuff, they really haven't released it yet. So we really can tell and whatnot. But I remember watching that one on the VHS tape back in 1990, watching VHS tapes of this stuff.
Yes.
Oh dear gosh! Do any of y'all still got VHS tapes? By the way,
I do.
No,
I do.
You don't.
You hoarding over there. I don't have no need for them. I will say this: the Undertaker from the beginning suffered from a condition called gingivitis, and I think this is proof that South Park was right, and gingers don't have souls.
God damn it!
Oh my goodness! I'm like, what is he talking about? Okay,
right off. VHS.
Got a quick trivia question for you.
Okay.
Who walked down to the ring with him?
Brother Love.
Okay.
Brother Love. Bruce Pritchard was the original manager before Paul Bearer. Generic Jobber had Big Van Vader, and I still have my VHS tapes. That's what I'm talking about.
You don't even buy a VCR anymore? I don't even know.
No, I still have a VCR in my garage. I really do.
I have mine. I have a VCR DVD combo.
Okay, yeah, I got one of those too.
It don't work, but I still got it.
Oh my god,
it still works. That's gonna be a short. I'm gonna pull up an old VHS tape in a VCR. That's gonna be a short. That was an idea. Thanks for that. There you go.
See, I ain't the only one. See,
as we date
I feel like
here,
whenever we do a new intro for the show, that needs to be part of it.
some kind of way. Put it in a VHS tape, and then we roll it to the intro. We're brainstorming live on the air. See, you all are a part of the creative process. I love
goodness!
I love it.
My goodness.
My number 10 was TV champion for the majority of 1990. Now, of course, AA Arn Anderson coming off his run in the WWF in late 1989, 1990. Coming back, winning the title in January, and just doing AA enforcer type things, man. There we go, right there, Joy. Exactly. Definitely one of the greatest to hold that button, and this is definitely a great title run. Him and the Horsemen, or shells of it. So, but I got AA at number 10. Looking at the comments, okay, we already got Jobber with Van Vader. Number 9 there for you, Joey.
All right, keeping the Horseman theme, I'm going with another Horseman who was back as a member of the Four Horsemen in 1990. I'm talking about Barry Windham, who had returned from a short stint in the World Wrestling Federation.
I got to interrupt you real quick. I'm sorry. Look at the look on his face.
Yeah, man.
To me, it looked like say something if you want to. That's what it looked like to me. I double dog dare you. Now, see,
This man just became a 2-time WWE Hall of Famer.
Just became, yeah.
Oh man, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
And he deserves every bit of it, man. Barry is one of the most guys that doesn't really get his flowers, but I'm glad to see that the WWE is really honoring him and the legacy he made.
Mm-hmm.
But I was happy to see him return to WCW at this time and regroup with the Horsemen. And again, this was like my second favorite iteration of the Horsemen when Barry was back in it, Ole, Arn Flair, and then you had Sid come into it in 1992. So like I already talked about Sid, but yeah, I kind of enjoyed this. We even got a brief time in 1990 where Barry and Arn were tagging up.
Exactly. Okay, I'm sure we're going to be talking about more WCW folks as well as we're going through the countdown. Man up. I got you up next.
All right, mine is going to be the Birdman. I can't do it, but you know what I'm getting at. I know I look ridiculous, but come on, man. Come on, man. Coco, the ultimate hustler who always trying to sell, even outside the ring. The man was just trying to make money. He was trying to do what he had to do to survive. There's a bunch of stories about him doing all that, so I'm not going to get into all that, but, y'all look it up if y'all know what I'm talking about.
He tried to. I told you he tried to sell me a socket set behind the National Guard Armory in Memphis, Tennessee.
Get out of here! Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
I've
done plenty of shows with Coco.
I've heard so many stories. I've heard so many stories and read so many stories about this man always trying to sell somebody something.
Where the hell he got all these socket sets from?
Hey, that's a hustler, man. He trying to make money. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't illegal. So
Hey, dude, I got this bottle of air. $5. I got you right here, bro. Bottle of air. I got you.
You do more than 4 1/4.
Oh my god. Okay. All right, and number 9, I got Rick the Model Martel. Ooh. I love this freaking gimmick so freaking much, man. Just going back to the previous night when he turned on Tito, and he got partnered up with Slick too, to kind of help solidify that going into that heel mode. I got to go back and do my research on that, but I think this is like the first time that he was ever a heel. I think it was. Probably. Yeah, so watching that transition, then incorporating the arrogant spray bottle, whatnot. Then, oh my gosh, I was loving it. I was loving this. He faced Coco at WrestleMania 6, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So yeah, I got Rick the Model Martel.
No, okay, now go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. 6. Yeah. So yeah, I got Rick the Model Martel at number 9 for me.
And can I say something real quick, man?
Sure.
The Doctor of Style is completely underrated in all aspects. Like I'm talking about Slick.
Yeah.
Like I feel like one day we got to talk about him more. But that man, like I like to go back and watch his promos. That man had me hooked
yeah, brother.
Underrated manager.
My job so broke. You always lie to your friend. All right. Generic Jobber has Arn Anderson. Okay. All right. The man who ended the Great Muda's NWA World TV title reign. Okay.
Yep.
Absolutely. Learn something new every day on this show. Okay.
Absolutely.
I don't remember that one, but okay.
All right, Joey. We got you at number 8.
All right, for number 8, I got Ravishing Rick Rude. This was kind of the end of his WWF career here, where God help me, like why the WWF could not figure out what to do with this man in 1990. But I digress. He was still amazing. I feel like if you are an Ultimate Warrior fan, you owe a lot of that to Ravishing Rick Rude, because nobody did more to get that goofball over than Rude did.
Absolutely.
I mean, including having to do that horrible cage match with him in SummerSlam there.
I actually want to go back and watch that. I want to go back and dissect some of this stuff, man. In preparation for that. Yeah, man. Freaking Rick Rude, definitely underappreciated.
90s when he got the haircut too, and all the long
exactly. Yeah, this I think I want to say this was like a segment that I think he was running on the beach one night. He was showing with the all the haircut. I'm like, okay, that's a different look. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, man up. Number 8.
Number 8. Wow.
Yeah.
See, I have to put this man right here for a reason, and that reason is I just got to put him on my list, man.
Okay.
We already know this. Go ahead and bring him up. I'm talking about that man right there, the polka dot wearing, the fun-loving guy, the guy that everybody loves. Dusty Rhodes, man.
Okay.
What can you not say good about this man?
The polka dots.
not to steal your thunder, man up, but I have
God.
as well. Exactly. All right. I'm going back to 1990 and whatnot. American Dream.
In a spandex
That was
polka dot shirt.
The thing about it is, whenever that song came on, my mama came out of the kitchen and watched the man's entrance. She dug the American Dream in WWF, and when she brought on Sapphire, she digged it whatnot. So from the 12, 13-year-old aspect, I was like, okay, my mom digs it, so okay, all right. But I was following along with Dusty before in Jim Crockett Promotions. Then he came up, so it was good to see him in WWF as well. Hindsight being 2020, yeah, the polka dots, yeah, man, yeah.
Well, I guess I ignored the polka dots because who he is, he's just like this a larger than life, everybody loves kind of guy.
But yeah, and plus he was in a feud for a good majority of the year with my dude Macho Man Randy Savage, Macho King Randy Savage.
There you go.
So yeah, let me get the years. Let me get the years right. Yeah, with Macho King throughout the years. So it couldn't go wrong with that. The picture I showed earlier for Man Up. That was from WrestleMania 6. So, so So absolutely. So, all right, Generic Jobber, I see you out there. Stanley Lariat Hansen, Triple Crown champion and U.S. champion at the same time. Yep, won the U.S. title towards the end of the year. Absolutely. All right. Moving on to number 7.
All right, for number 7, I got Double A Arn Anderson.
All right.
It's continuing with my deadgum theme of these horsemen, man. I gotta No, but I'm such a huge Arn Anderson mark. And again, that was a great year for him. Lots of time with the world television title, as you see in the picture there. I definitely enjoyed that. They had a lot of interesting weird tournaments in 1990.
1990 was a weird year in WCW. We got a little bit of time, so we can go into this a little bit. We can go into this a little bit. Like we knew, like at the beginning of the year, they just got finished with the tournament in December. Sting won it, and Sting was part of the Horsemen, but he had earned the title shot, and they did the whole thing at the Clash of Champions and whatnot. And they were really positioning Sting to win the world title. Then had the injury that put that on the show. But it's like it truly they brought back a lot of folks, and it seemed kind of out of place during that time, you know.
Could it be that just that, like you said, they brought them back and just placed them? They didn't work their way there, or what?
I don't know. I guess it kind of felt kind of forced, whatnot, because they brought a lot of guys back. The dudes with attitudes as they became known, as we went into went into the bash. It was good because it was good foil, but it was like it's like I don't know. It just felt kind of forced, you know. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
It felt like a year of transition. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Ole had the book at that time. And that was the Jim Hurd kind of it was
Well, until the Black Scorpion stuff, and then right around that time is when Ole was out the door.
Yeah, that whole it just that 1990 was a weird, especially coming off the great year 1989 was. 89 was a great year. Then it's like, it was 1990.
I mean, we talk about Ole, but when Jim Hurd got there, that's when the stuff really went.
Yeah,
poop.
absolutely.
Trying to make Ric Flair cut his hair and wear an earring, call himself Spartacus.
Oh dear God. Yeah. So.
Oh my goodness.
All right, man. Up number 8.
Number 8.
Yeah.
Well, my number 8
We're on number 7.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one.
Oh,
7.
okay. Yeah, got me confused on that. All right. Now, my number 7, you had mentioned them earlier. And come on, man. Will we not be with that big old sapphire in his crown? Nah, I don't know exactly what kind of jewel that is, but still. Oh, yeah. I can't do it, but still.
I am the Macho King. Yes, that's great.
Come on, man. Yeah, like
better than the best.
This was the year he won King of the Ring, right?
No,
1989?
No, he beat Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Okay.
That was after SummerSlam '89. He beat Hacksaw Jim Duggan, who had beat Haku to beat King. So
okay.
So,
but yeah, still though, what would you not put this man on the list back in those days? He was very entertaining. Like I said, when I first really started to get into wrestling, I was always listening to him talk, and I used to think two things about him. Y'all gonna think I'm weird when I say this. I used to think this man was always constipated.
Okay.
And I used to always think he was on something. What, I don't know.
Oh, I can get back to that. We talked about it earlier. But never mind.
never mind, Joe. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. My number 7. My one of my favorite. Okay, put this in context. 12-year-old, 13-year-old Cedric. My first wrestling event, my first WWE. No, actually, my first wrestling event was at the Palace of Auburn Hills. It was a house show for WWE. In the main event, all 3 members of Demolition, Axe, Smash, and Crush went up against the Legion of Doom and the Ultimate Warrior as WWF champion. So the 12, 13-year-olds me, I had my moment. I think it was Halloween this year or in 1990 or it was 89. It was one of those years. I went as the Ultimate Warrior. Me, my skinny arms. I had the freaking tassels, and I bench pressed my brother, whose costume was a Ninja Turtle. I BS you not. I BS you not. You have
got to find a picture if you got one.
I have the picture. I have the picture, but I'm gonna make everybody. They're gonna have to do something for me to release that picture.
How is it the Ultimate Warrior bench press a Ninja Turtle?
Hey, it happened in our world. It's gonna happen.
How much does that turtle shell weigh?
No,
hey.
It's crazy. No.
Speaking of mutants, The Rock was damn near as big as the Warrior at WrestleMania. He must be on that same.
My God! He was announced as 285 pounds at WrestleMania.
Yeah, he's a big mutant too.
Jesus.
I thought you were going to say something else, Joey. When we were talking
you talking about Bebop and Rocksteady coming back?
Oh, dear God! Okay. All right, I got to do it. I got to do it just for context sake. Oh my God.
We were talking about this offline, y'all. We were talking about this. This was just too funny. Joey had me rolling. He don't know. I almost got into a car accident laughing at Joey.
Okay.
Oh,
Where is
I-
Nesha tonight, by the way?
That's a good question. Where is Nesha tonight? She might be working tonight. All right. Generic Dropper had Ravishing Rick Rude at number 7. Anyone who carried up the words of decent match deserve praise. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. While I work on Bebop and Rocksteady, Joe, we're gonna go ahead and go with your number 6.
All right. My number 6 is the Macho King, Randy Savage.
That's
This
right.
is by far my favorite version of Randy Savage
yeah.
in the Macho King. He was firing on all cylinders between 89 and 91 doing this character. Especially, I don't know why, but I prefer him with Sherry.
Okay.
Elizabeth never really lent anything other than being pretty, but Sherry was great. Like she helped make him in this character too. And I love the promos they did together. You could tell they were having fun out there together too.
Oh yeah.
Him and Sherry. I definitely enjoyed this. I love the Macho King.
Absolutely. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
I did too. I did too.
Absolutely. All right there, man up.
All right, my number 6 is going to be the guy who held the title the longest at that particular time. Talking about the Honky Tonk Man.
Okay.
You know, him and his honkettes and all that coming down that Cadillac. Damn, I can't think of the manager name right now, top of my head. But holding up that gold, Jimmy Hart. Thank you.
Hart. Yep.
Holding up that gold record all the damn time. And all that. You know, come on, man. I love the Honky Tonk Man. You know what I'm saying? He was very entertaining at this time too. The second coming of Elvis. A lot of people like to say stuff like that, but yeah, got to give this man credit, man.
Okay, good deal, good deal. And number 6, I have the total package Lex Luger.
Nice.
I was a Luger fan. I was a Luger fan. Going back to 89, it was True Grit. Yeah, True Grit. Starcade 80. It was the one in Baltimore where he had Flair in the torture rack. Thought he had won the title. What about the Baltimore the Maryland Athletic Commission canceled the match because of stopped the match because of the blood. So I was like, oh dang, Luke.
Yeah.
Up until 1991, he was like so close. We couldn't win the world title. Kept having the battle with Ric Flair. He just couldn't quite get over that hump. But he was a dominant United States champion. He held it for the majority of the year. Majority of the year, I think he won it. I think this one he won it back from Michael Hayes. They didn't have the run all the way up until he lost it to Stan Hansen, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I got Lex Luger right here. Yes, he had a death grip on that title there, Joey.
Yep, we'll get into it a little bit more.
Absolutely.
You ever find that Bebop?
Oh yeah, I did. Lex Luger.
Hey.
Well, he's good point there, generic jobber. So,
At what point then do you think he should have won the title? Because I don't know. I think the time was right for Sting that year, and Luger was kind of feuding with him during that time as a placeholder because it should have been Sting earlier in the year. They were planning on that happening top of the year with Sting winning the belt. They
built up in 1988 because. Because in 88, it was just after the run with the Horsemen. He was off of his own. He was feuding. It was freaking hot. He's like, arguably, I don't think he was hotter than going into that Starcade 88 scene. So then that was a unique finish at that time. Using the rule from the athletic commission from Maryland. So I was like, okay,
Luger definitely wasn't ready back then, though.
Hindsight being 2020, yes.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of people though that won the belt. Ronnie Garvin shouldn't have been the NWA World Champion either. Let's be honest. And I had no business winning it. Like that just happened instead of Ricky Morton or whatever.
I don't know. So, all right.
Antonio, I see that. Also, that's what I was laughing at.
Okay. Awesome.
Hmm.
1988. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, and for hindsight, everybody, when we was talking about Bebop and Rocksteady, man, give us the context on this one.
Okay. One day I'm in my man cave like I am right now. My wife was watching wrestling, and she was like, "Hey, come in." I'm like, "What?" I didn't know what she was calling me for, so I go in the room. I'm like, "What?" She said, "Who do they look like?" I'm like, "I don't know." Cause my mind ain't on that stuff right now, right? Because I'm just chilling in my man cave, just chilling. And my wife she said, "Somebody on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles." Still didn't grasp the concept. I'm like, "I don't know." Then she said, "Think about it, Bebop and Rocksteady." I was like, "Who?" My mind wasn't there. So then when I thought about it, I'm like, "No, they don't." Then I started to look it up. I saw some pictures. I said, "You know what? You're right." Then she was like, "Ask Cedric and Joey who they look like," and bam, y'all said it right off the bat.
Yeah, so now they will forever be Bebop and Rocksteady to us because we can't get that picture out of our head now. So,
and if y'all want to see what we're talking about, there's a short uploaded on our channel. You can definitely watch it and see what we're talking about.
Okay, all right.
And if you even have time, you could let us know what you think, because here's what I think: they, instead of going back to NXT, they ought to return to the unemployment line because they suck.
Damn.
We got that LOD.
Damn, how you really feel, Joey?
Damn, Joey.
coming with the burn, man. Dang.
Yep.
I forgot. Dinosaurs. I forgot who called them the Fat Road Warriors.
Joey.
That's it. Go ahead and get a T-shirt with that.
Wow, the Shield has let themselves go.
Damn. Never mind. We got this started.
Damn.
Foxtrot, Alpha, Tango.
You is stupid.
Alpha, Sierra.
I assume that's gonna be a short on our channel. I assume that's gonna be a short.
Yes, we're gonna have to try to figure out how to put that a short on the channel.
Yeah, you need a counselor.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe we all just need to tell it like it is from time to time and not hold back. And I'm certainly not. I'm gonna let you know the deal.
Yeah, Joey, don't hold back.
Oh dear.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Joey. Let's
all right, for number 5, I've got Lex Luger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We talked about it a lot, so I ain't gonna get into it. I just remember, man, when I was this young, talking about him and Flair, I always found it amazing in their matches how at the end of it, Flair looked like the loser. He was the one laying on the mat with the world title on him, while Luger's standing there befuddled as to how he lost the match. Somehow Flair managed to always, during that time frame, retain the title. But like you said, Luger still strong United States heavyweight champion, always a strong top contender to the world title.
Flair always had a plan, man. Especially when you had JJ and all the horsemen and whatnot. They were constantly there, whether it's gang warfare before the match or the mind games before the freaking match or interfering in the matches with the sub.
Yep.
Anything necessary for Flair to hold on to that belt, man.
I mean, Ole and Arn still managed to get into Dane Cage. Like I'm like the whole cage was to keep him out, and it couldn't.
Mm-hmm. So, absolutely. Rick Sanchez joined the chat. We appreciate you, Rick. You said Sting. What number do you have him at? What number do you have him? We're doing our countdown from 10 to 1. We are on 5 right now. So let us know in the comments there, Rick. Appreciate you joining us. All right. All right, Joe. Man up. We got you up next.
All right, my number 5 is going to be the man that got my wife actually started into wrestling, and one of her all-time favorites, and that is that man right there, Jake the Snake. Okay. We talked about him a lot before on the channel, but the one thing, this wasn't in 1990, I don't believe, but I have to bring this up because, Cedric, you kind of segue us into this.
Okay.
Think about this. Go back to your 13-year-old self.
Right.
Maybe 12, 13, 14. I forget exactly what year this happened.
Okay.
But when he had Macho Man tied up in those ropes.
No. This is 2 years.
Okay.
This is 2 years. So he was in 1990. He was
Save that for the 92 episode.
Okay.
92 episode.
But I go ahead and leave that alone there.
Okay.
But anyway, me personally, let me switch it to this. Me personally, a well-known fact about Man Up Here.
Mm-hmm.
I am super terrified of snakes. So when I seen that damn snake, oh, y'all just don't know. I turned that TV off and I ran my ass outside and just scared of snakes. I am terrified. On sight. I was out that door screaming.
That gives me an idea.
So when I seen this, it's like, damn. But yeah, I Jake the Snake, because he had that cynical genius type character. I don't know how you want to word it, but
yeah,
he was diabolical and he was great, man. He was great in those times.
Absolutely.
So I gotta go with Jake the Snake.
Okay. All right, and number 5, keep those countdowns coming, everybody. Keep them coming. And number 5, I was glad when WWF brought him up. He debuted. Had a match with Mr. Perfect at SummerSlam 1990, and I'm talking about Kerry Von Erich, the Texas Tornado. So I was following along with put stuff back into context. 1990. I didn't have cable at that time, so I wasn't privy to a lot of the world class stuff. At that tail end, I caught it here and there. I was introduced to him in magazines. Magazine was the way to go, man. That magazine was part of the reason why I have like a big magazine collection right now. I need to get back to featuring some of those on some shorts. Just a thought. But anyway, I've come to learn a lot of about world class the Von Erichs and whatnot. Especially after the accident that he had and whatnot. See him come to WWF winning an Intercontinental title. True story. The card that I went to in 1990, it was Mr. Perfect versus the Texas Tornado for the Intercontinental Championship. So that was the first time I saw a title defense for WWE in person. So
I see they were doing a good job with the magazine too, because by December 1990, he wasn't even the champion anymore.
Now you know in the magazines, like they'll date a couple months ahead and everything.
It came out mid September.
Yeah.
I'm just playing.
Yeah, so I got Kerry Von Erich. We got the man Costin. He was really starting to come into his own in 1990. He did. Yeah, 88 put him on the map. 89 he was in some hot he was in that feud with Muta. Then they had that great show in the tournament at the end of 89. So yeah, in 1990 they had the Rockets attached to him up until that injury. Then he came back better than ever. Patrick Shoes got Honky Tonk Man at number 5. Okay.
Nice.
Good deal. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, beautiful audience. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. Get into the nitty-gritty. Number 4 there, Joey.
Yep, I got Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Absolutely.
This was a breakout year from him, except for that deadgum WrestleMania match where he unfortunately lost to the worst WWF superstar of all time, Brutus Beefcake.
Oh, come on.
What?
Come on. Brutus Beefcake was at his highest popularity was number 2 babyface in WWF.
Because every time he was in line for anything, they somehow managed to get him out of the match because Like every time they said, like, when he was supposedly going to wrestle for the Intercontinental belt at SummerSlam '88, they got him out of there and put the Ultimate Warrior in. Because even Ultimate Warrior was a better in-ring worker than freaking Beefcake. Beefcake, night after night, came out there with that stupid look and them hedge clippers and shit the bed in the ring.
Yeah. Those hedge clippers like that.
Yeah.
Talking about crack. Boy, I tell you what.
Damn, Joe.
Beefcake spent more time in the tanning bed and smoking crack than anybody else ever was.
Platinum said Brutus was in the Jake position of getting heels over.
What?
Well, I wouldn't.
Well,
okay.
Well, I don't know, but
that's disputable right there. It really
Beefcake was nowhere near Jake Roberts' level.
That's what I was getting at. Jake Roberts was up there.
I didn't start struggling in the cutting, though. Keep in mind, 12, 13-year-old Cedric. I dug
I knew Beefcake sucked back then. I'm just saying. But I'm just gonna let you know. It hurt me that Mr. Perfect had to lose to him, but it still paid off in the long run because Perfect got the Intercontinental title twice in 1990.
Never said he was at Jake's level, though. Brutus sucked.
Okay, fair enough. We agree on something.
All right. There we go.
Apparently that's not all. Never mind. I ain't gonna get into him.
Whoa. Hey, Joey, keep the gloves up. Oh, dear God.
Oh, my goodness.
Man up, number 4.
Hey, if y'all don't think we be having fun here, y'all should hear a lot of stuff we be saying offline. We be cracking each other up offline.
Man, all right. Yeah, I don't think a lot of that stuff is ready for this show, to be honest.
This is the PG of what we actually be saying.
Jeez.
All right. My number 4 is going to be who else? Come on now. What else can you say? I already know he's on somebody else's list, so I ain't gonna stay too long on this. But come on, man. This guy here was the epitome of wrestling. No matter where he went, no matter what promotion, no matter what he did, he was always the man. So come on now.
I got him at number 4 as well.
See, there you go.
And we'll just keep it rolling. I got him at number 3.
So keep it rolling. See?
We can keep on talking about Nature Boy Ric Flair and this stuff. Man, yeah, he could do no wrong in 1990, really, until the Black Scorpion thing.
It's
but no, even after Sting won the belt, Flair was still like constantly trying to get it back from him, which was great because that was a tough spot for Sting to even be in because other than Flair, he really didn't have a lot of credible heels to work with. So,
in 1990, he had woman in his corner as well.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about that. The fast forward into the Nitro years when he had her and Elizabeth. I was like, just historical reference there. So all right. So at number 4, Platinum Source had the Undertaker. Okay. Great Muta for a generic jobber. Okay, good deal. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them going. All right. Yeah. Joey had Ric Flair at number 3. Man up. Who you have at number 3?
Well, let's go ahead and go to the Roddy Piper.
Okay.
Come on, man. Come on now. Come on, man. This dude here, no matter what, he was a great heel, and a few times he played face, but he was a great heel. And at this particular time, man, to me, in my eyes, I don't care what no one says, this man did no wrong in these days. Okay. So, and I'm trying to go back to the 13-year-old me watching this guy come down to the ring. And I know he ended up having that feud a few years later or whatever with I can't think of the guy off the top of my head, where he painted his face halfway and stuff like that.
This was the year.
That was the year? Okay.
Yeah. WrestleMania 6 with Bad News Brown.
And he painted his face halfway. And, I'm not going to get into that because I know some people are a little touchy on that stuff. But
I'm not.
Anyway, this dude right here was the was the epitome of what I loved as a wrestler in that particular time. He could talk. He the way he used his words will have you thinking and be like, oh, okay, and, stuff like that. So I gotta put him at the top right here. Well, close to the top of my list.
Okay, good deal. Awesome. All right, and number 3, Sting. I got Sting in number 3. I love the story with Sting coming back. When the title was first met back at Great American Bash in 1990. I love that freaking story. From the match at the first Clash of the Champions with Ric Flair to this, I love watching his growth inside the ring. The feud with Muta, the feud with Muta really set the tone for what was definitely to come. Going through the adversity with the Horseman, the knee injury, and coming back on top and winning the title. Yeah, I loved it. I loved it all. Then closing out the year. Yeah, absolutely. I got staying at number 3. Checking in with our audience. We got Bret Hart at number 3 for Renee Jobber.
In 90, though, he was really all tag team. Though.
He was. He was. The Ultimate Warrior. Okay. All right. We're at number 2. Yeah, Joey, number 2.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hang on. All right. For my number 2, I got Jerry the King Lawler. Now, you talk about a man that could do no wrong. This, to me, was Jerry the King Lawler.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Just tearing it up still. Upset. This was after he technically was no longer the AWA World Champion because Vern Gagne decided, he wanted his own champion again and stuff like that. But Lawler was still pretty red hot during this time, and this was a time where, they were dual promoting in both Memphis and in Dallas as both the USWA in both territories. They had kind of taken over that world class territory at this time. So Lawler was main eventing shows both in Dallas and all that area and coming back over and doing Memphis. But he was red hot during this time. Yeah, Lawler to me in 1990 could do no wrong.
Awesome. Good stuff. All right, Joey. Not Joey, man up. Number 2.
All right, my number 2. I know this guy. I know we talked about this, and I'm sorry, I just had to do it. And then Cedric did tell me this, but I'm sorry, I just had to do it. That's my number 2. Come on, besides his
in 1990 though, man. Trust me, I get it. I get it. But in 1990 he was in the tag team.
I know.
Whole point of having the tag team series later.
I know. I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize. I'm truly apologize, but I just had to, man. Just had to. But besides his demons and everything he was going through and doing and acting and all that,
but
one of the greatest performers.
But here's the thing: a big portion of 1990, he was out injured. He was injured. He was injured by Power and Glory. He was out for a good portion of the year.
Yeah.
So
I know, but I just had to. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. I know. Don't fuss at me. I know.
I'm gonna fuss at you regardless because I'm just.
Go ahead.
We're talking about singles wrestlers.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna buck the system. I don't care. I do what I want.
Oh, go ahead.
All right. And number 2, of course, my list is going to have Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig, and I found pictures. So the picture from the right is the picture I took from September 29th of 1990. That's from my first.
Hold on, Seth. This is how old we know we are. Don't that thing say Blockbuster?
It does. Blockbuster. It does. It does.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I had to take a picture of the picture from my very first wrestling event from the Palace of Auburn here, September 9th, 29th, 1990. This is after SummerSlam. So it was excuse me, it was Kurt Mr. Perfect going against Kerry Von Erich for the Intercontinental title. And yeah, I got Kurt Hennig on the big screen, him in the ring. So yeah, awesome as the Intercontinental champion. Did of course win it back. Held it throughout 91. Then eventually losing it to Bret Hart the following year, which we covered previously. But yeah, Kurt Hennig, absolutely, man, gotta have him on the list. And apparently, Generic Jobber agrees with me as well.
Yeah.
Perfect as the Intercontinental champion, absolutely. So, yeah, I figure I go into the archives a little bit and share a little bit of my wrestling journey. Like this was an awesome time. I at this event, I don't know, or we're bells and bells in between. Y'all remember the foam WWF titles, whatnot?
That you can order out of a magazine and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually got that. I actually got that foam belt at this show. I don't have it anymore, but it was like that first version of the foam belts of had the WWF World Champion on and whatnot,
and it looked nothing like the real title.
Well, it kind of sort of like the Hogan 86 belt a little bit, but not so much. This was before the figures belts came out and whatnot, so you still couldn't really get unless you found a maker to make the belt for you. It definitely wasn't as easy to get as it is now.
Yeah,
but that was as close as you're gonna get. I'm gonna see if I can. I'll see if I can find a picture in between here and whatnot. But yeah, that's what I freaking got at that show. And all right, got number 2, Arn Anderson for Platinum Swords. Okay, good deal. All right, we are come to the end of our list there, gentlemen. Everybody in their number ones. I hope everybody has theirs. Have their number ones ready. We're gonna start off with Joey.
You know, I got the Brooklyn Brawler.
Of course you do.
Now,
of course you do, sir.
No, I got Sting.
Okay.
I think people would have been happier if I had to pick the Brawler, though, huh?
Maybe.
Man,
nice.
For this reason alone, this match to me, him winning the NWA World Championship from Ric Flair, all the baby faces surrounding the ring for that match to block the Horseman, just fantastic. Just a great match. And Sting really becoming the top guy, top baby face there, winning the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. It was just a great moment. One of the, to me, still stands out as one of his finest moments in his entire career.
Absolutely.
Nice,
I love it.
Nice.
All right, man up.
All right, my number one, again, I get it and I understand, but these are two people I had to put on there. I already showed Shawn Michaels. That's my number one.
Notice the belt he has on, man.
I know. I know. Joey giving me that look right now.
Oh, you're getting canceled. You're getting canceled.
I know. But come on, man. This is Bret Hart. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I know.
We're gonna have a whole episode dedicated, whole series dedicated to tag teams.
A whole episode.
Oh man. But yeah, I had to put Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels on him.
No, you didn't.
But yeah, I did. Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. I am sure. I am sure there were other single wrestlers in 1990.
Did you not like Marty Jannetty or Jim Neidhart?
Yeah, and I liked the Ultimate. Well, not really like the Ultimate Warrior, but he's the one who got me into wrestling. But he's not. No. But yeah.
Just didn't like Neidhart or Marty Jannetty.
Oh, I like Neidhart and Marty. Yeah, but yeah. Even Big Boss Man, all of them. Yeah.
Big Boss Man was number 11 on my list.
Yeah. He was an honorable mention, but you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know what about the Boss Man, though? He was a singles wrestler in this time. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm
That
just
ain't
saying.
worth it.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So,
Why mention Brett without Jim Neidhart or Sean without
Yeah.
Marty during this time?
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I
So,
know.
well, number one for me. If you all don't freaking know, I mean, come on now, y'all know how I roll. Macho Man, Macho King, Randy Savage. Oh, and Joey, yes, I got the picture with Sherry. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Like, yeah, it's always gonna be my Randy and Liz for me, but the work that the chemistry that him and Sherry had together was freaking top notch as well, man. Absolutely, man. It was hand in glove. He snapped his fingers and she whatever she knew she played that role awesomely. So that was a hell of a combination.
She had a big part in getting the whole thing over.
It really was. It really was. So I like that picture right there.
I like the one where he's a rear naked choke on Dusty right there.
Absolutely.
I like
dropping
that.
the elbow on Bret Hart right there.
Yeah.
Man.
Now I know that's not a movie C anymore, but that's not a rear naked choke. That's called the sleeper.
Hole. It's a sleeper hole. This was 1990. So absolutely.
No, they don't do that nowadays because nobody knows how to wrestle.
And is he dancing with Sapphire right there?
No, he has.
No, he ain't dancing with Sapphire.
No, he like I'm gonna hit you.
I can't really see it that good, but okay.
Yeah,
I gotta put my glasses on.
I'm gonna hit you before Dusty comes over and he's gonna lay hands on me like don't you touch my manager. So yeah.
Right.
But yeah, Platinum Swords had Jake the Snake. He was always my favorite. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Jerry Jobber, Ric Flair. Absolutely, yeah. Like you can't go wrong. And the thing about these countdowns back from the 90s, we were able to go back and relive some times that we truly kind of like laid the foundation for us as wrestling fans, and it's sometimes good to reminisce and truly show appreciation for those who have paid the rate, right, guys?
Oh, of course, man. But, that's what keeps us young again, I guess you could say, because like me and Cedric was saying, back in those days, we was a little one, watching TV, getting into all of this, and the fun memories make you remember some stuff, some stuff you may have forgotten, some stuff you loved, whatever the case is. So, yeah, we got to, watch this. What do you think, Joey?
What is a nature boy?
Uh-oh.
I want to take that question. Like, Ric Flair is it? He says he's a nature boy, so I don't know what it is, but hey,
but that was Buddy Rogers too.
It was, but it's
like Buddy Landell.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
But what is a nature boy?
Yeah, extra points if you can go ahead and drop something in the comments and let us know what the hell a nature boy is.
I would like to know. Like, maybe our friends on YouTube know. I'm like, what is a nature boy? I mean, hold on. Promise wrote a song about it. Check it. Yeah, I'm not familiar with. I'm not familiar, so I might have to check that out.
Somebody said tree hugger.
Platinum said a tree hugger. Oh, for context, the belt I was talking about was this one right here.
Yep.
But this one was modified. This one has put NWA on it. I don't know.
Why would somebody put NWA on the side?
I don't know. I saw this. I found the picture on YouTube on eBay real quick. So, yeah, but that was the boat that I had. It had a black strap though. So, but yeah, absolutely. But guys, we made it under the hour. That's our top 10 favorite wrestlers from 1990. We appreciate everybody joining in on the ride with us. Whatnot on a Wednesday. If you guys like it, we're gonna keep on bringing it to you. So we definitely appreciate our friends on YouTube who are watching, man.
Oh man, you know what? We can't do this without everybody watching us here on YouTube. So I just want to say thank you once again, from all of us here at Bells and Belts. Y'all support us, and we really do appreciate that. Excuse me. So with that being said, don't forget, when we get to 1,000, you already know what's going to end up happening there. So when we do this here, guess what? You can also be subscribed to us on Facebook. And Joey, what else can they do to us on Facebook?
Oh, they could send me some cash.
All day.
I'm just saying, I would love that if you want to do that.
Oh
And,
my goodness.
Try not to think about it in terms of should you give me the money or how you're going to get it to me.
I mean, whether PayPal, Venmo, Cash App.
Okay, y'all talking about a short. That's a short.
It's time for the annual hit me with the money bomb.
so I can eat good.
I'm just saying.
No. Please join our Facebook group.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not a member of it, you know you're already wrong if you ain't a member of it. But in order to win these prizes at 1,000 subscribers, you have to be in the Facebook group as well as be subscribed to YouTube. So do it and do it now.
Absolutely, we're creeping up on 800. It's gonna get here before you know it. So don't get left out in the wind, y'all. Don't get left out in the wind. All right, guys. Great show as always. We're gonna come back and do it again next week. All right. Actually, I'm not gonna be here. I'm not gonna be here next week. I know y'all disappointed. I know y'all are, but Joey, man up. You guys gonna be here next week? Yes.
Yeah, I'll be here.
That's the plan. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. So, all right. For my tag team partners, Joey and Man Up, I'm your boy Sandra D. We will see you guys here next week here at Bells and Belts.
Yep.